My name's David, and welcome to this crazy old house. This crazy old house is actually the Sundhemier House, built by Adam Sundhemier in 1889. It's 134 years old. It is a Victorian Italianate, and we just purchased it recently, and now we have a lot of work to do, so we want to invite you to join with us on this journey to actually refurbish this home and make it into the house that it used to be and should be. Thanks for joining. If you like the channel and follow along, we sure would appreciate it. I'm new at the whole DIY thing when it comes to houses, so I'll need your help and your comments and your advice, and we look forward to the journey. Thanks for being here. Here we go. Okay, right off the bat, we're going to do a drone shot outside. This is the house from the front. You can tell that it needs some painting around the top and the edges. The roof is relatively in good shape. This is the back of the house. The satellite dish needs to come down. There's a lot of things that need to actually happen here, and they will. It's going to take time, but we need lots of painting around the trim of the house as well as the backside where the paint's peeling. Now, this is a walk into the house. I'm actually going into the house, and I want you to stop and see some things. Right off the bat, we see we need to do some serious stair work. I mean, the concrete has cracked over the years, and so we're going to have to work on that, fix that. Tearing it out, not really an option. So we're going to figure out a way to patch that. Again, if you have any comments, recommendations, put them in the comment section below. We sure would appreciate your input. We got a lot of work to do, especially to these steps. So thank you for your input, and we'll figure it out. There's YouTube out there. I'm a graduate of YouTube University when it comes to doing these things. As we continue on to the front of the house and to the front porch, you can see right here that we've got some weather trim that was put on. The door's not crooked. The weather trim was put on crooked, so we'll fix that as we go on into this repair. One little job at a time. Inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yard by yard, it's too hard. Front porch is in relatively good shape, but there's been a lot of sagging over the years, and there's been a lot of cracking. So we really need to redo a lot of this, and we're going to have to sure it up. I'm not sure what that's going to involve, but you can see where some of the joints have sort of fallen away a little bit. So we're going to have to figure out how to do that. You can see where it's actually fallen just a little bit in the front, and they've put in wedges to put that concrete column in there. So we're going to be working on it. The porch is pulling away just slightly from the house, but nothing so serious that it can't be fixed. But there's a lot of cracks, and we've got to file those down, basically, and then we're going to have to resurface the whole thing. I've looked and seen a lot of things. Here's a real uneven place, but I've looked and seen a lot of things on YouTube, different types of things. So if you have any recommendations as to how to approach this, let us know. This is a side porch. It wraps all the way around the front to the front porch, and of course there's two entryways, and I'll show you both of those in time. As you look around the front yard, you see the two planters there that are built in. We're not exactly sure what we're going to put in there, but then you also see the sidewalk, 3 steps from the sidewalk, and then 3 steps onto the front porch, all of which need work. But let's take a look inside. So right off the bat, you see the solid wood door with the stained glass panels around it. It's beautiful. The hinges are the original hinges from 1889. They are decorative, and I'm going to zoom back here at the one in the middle because you get a little more detail right there, but very, very ornate and very beautiful. When you walk in, the first thing that greets you is this column to the staircase. Those are hand-carved lion's heads, and everything about the staircase is hand-carved. Even the medallion on the side, and I'll get to that in just a moment, but the chandelier, I don't know if you'd call it a chandelier, the light that's hanging down, I like that. That's really nice, but the woodwork is amazing in this house. It's absolutely amazing. I was taken by that. It pretty much almost sold me right off the bat. Even the door, is crowned, and we're going to probably add some more stained glass to that center pane. But beautiful work, beautiful craftsmanship. That is actually linoleum on the floor. It is not tile. probably good, because in an older house the floor can move a little bit and tiles would most likely crack. Okay, I'm going to pause for just a second and sort of look around and give you a second to take a look at all that's in the entryway, the staircase, and so on. You'll also notice that many of the transoms in the house over the doors were removed by previous owners. They are in the attic and they will all be replaced eventually. The medallion here, according to the information I got, Adam Sundhemier took a piece of wood from every piece of trim within the house and carved that medallion and put it in place himself. That's what I understand. And the staircase cost in 1889 a whopping $300 to build. Now we're going to take a look in what was originally called the sitting room. I have turned it into my office. These pocket doors are absolutely amazing. The problem is only one of them actually worked when we got here. Now I've managed to get these two in this room working, really just one side. The other side is, it takes an elephant to pull it out. I've got it out, we're gonna take it off. It's on tracks, not on wheels hanging from above, but tracks from below, and we're actually going to fix that. But that's a 2 or 3 man job. These things are unbelievably heavy. I don't know if I told you, but I bought this house sight unseen on Zillow, and I was relying completely on the seller's disclosure to give me information regarding the quality of the house. There was no indications there was any foundational issues or structural issues. However, there are issues that have to be dealt with, especially in this room. We have serious cracking because some of the joists underneath have actually rotted, and there was a feeble attempt to repair, but they're still in need of further repair. You'll even notice that I had to put lifters under the table legs as well as under the chairs to make them level. That's how much the floor has sunk in this one southeast corner of the house. Okay, let's head down the hallway now, and we'll pause just to take a closer look at that hand-carved medallion. The staircase is still quite amazing, the quality of the work and just the detail, the dedication it must have took to build such a thing, and for $300. Here you'll also notice again the quality of the hinges and the decorative aspects of the hinges on most every door in the house from 1889. These are original hinges. Okay, as we enter into the living room, you'll notice that the transom over the side door that comes in from the side porch, we never use that door. However, the transom's been wallpapered. We're going to take that off and put in stained glass. Another missing transom. I sure hope they're all up in the attic. I haven't actually done a count yet. I'm sure they are. Now we enter the dining room. I think the dining room is going to be the most fun to fix up We're going to take out all the carpet. We're going to put in panel board, decorative panel board about halfway up the wall, and then paint the room in some elegant color. We're going to do decorative ceilings. It's going to be really a beautiful room when we're finished with it. Now, I have no idea why they put a gas burning stove in the dining room on top of tile. That's going to go. Anyone needs a gas burning stove? I've got one for sale. I'm not sure what it was back then when it come to wallpaper, but they loved wallpaper. The dining room, grapes. The kitchen, peaches. The bedroom, roses. It all is coming out. The chandelier in the dining room will definitely stay. I don't know how old it is, but I have hit my head on it at least 10 times since I've been here. It hangs really low to go right over the dining room table. I mentioned how we had pocket doors, but this one was the only one that actually worked well. Out of the 4 pocket doors, 2 big doors with 4 pieces, this was the only one that slid like it should. So we're gonna get the others there, but again, it's quite a job. They're pretty big, but they are definitely beautiful. All right, that does it for the living room. Now we move into the kitchen. Now the kitchen is actually a big kitchen, but the problem is there's not a lot of cabinet space. I'm just joking. There's not a lot of counter space. There's tons of cabinets. We're also going to add an island with a flat top grill and stove in that island. That will actually provide the counter space that we need. Now, one of the problems that I foresee is finding these latches. Only a couple of the latches actually work as they're supposed to work, but most of them need to be replaced. I'd like to stay with the same latches. So if you know anyone that has these latches out there, please send me the link. I need to replace these latches. There's a lot of things we plan for the kitchen, but one of the things that we plan is decorative ceilings. We have one place here that comes down a little low. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that, get that level again, and then we'll go up with the decorative ceilings. Again, we have a number of walls in the house where this 134-year-old house has settled, and we have cracks in the horsehair plaster and lavs, so we got to fix that as well. I forgot to show you that we have a half bath at the very back of the house off the kitchen that used to be, from my understanding, a butler's pantry. Now for the ugliest room in the house, with the exception of the basement, our washroom. Not much to see out here. What's interesting though is 3 entry doors, 2 of which have been permanently closed, 1 of which we use. Other than that, a bunch of stuff still needing to be unpacked. And now for the first room that we actually will start working on and in the bathroom. From what I understand, this room at one time was simply a baby's nursery before they had indoor plumbing. The first thing that we'll do is replace the dripping faucet with the hard water stains on the tub. Of course, cleaning the tub is going to be a job, but I've got the faucet in. We're going to probably do that tomorrow. We'll put beadboard behind the toilet as well as the pedestal sink. We'll retile behind the pedestal sink, and then we will actually recaulk the bathroom shower It is a mess. I'm also trying to figure out how to hide this piece of plumbing that I'm assuming goes up to vent the drains. Any recommendations would be helpful. But here's the gorilla in the room. A ceiling that at one time leaked. This roof has been repaired, so it no longer gets wet. It no longer leaks there. But they never repainted or took care of the damage that was done before. So that's our first chore after we install the faucet and the claw and ball tub. It should be fun. We have decorative tiles and it really should be easy, but we're going to paint before we put up the decorative ceiling. Oh no, another transom missing. Man, I hope all these are up in the attic. And as a bonus to this wonderful bathroom makeover, we get to re-caulk the shower that must have been caulked by a kindergartner who had trouble staying within the lines. Unbelievable, the most terrible caulking job I've ever seen. All right, let's get out of the bathroom here and let's head upstairs. I'm not sure if you noticed, but as we were coming up the stairs in fast motion, there is a window that doesn't open. It's just a window to look out, very decorative, but we're going to turn that into stained glass. Now right here, where this beautiful tote is sitting and has yet to be put away, we will have a chair with a table and a lamp to decorate this area. And also for old people, when they get to the top of the stairs, they'll have a place to sit down and rest. I'm still amazed by the quality and the detail of the woodwork. What's a shame is former owners painted over a lot of this beautiful stuff. Eventually, I'd like to take it all down piece by piece and sand it down to the original wood. Not sure if that's going to happen anytime soon, but that's what I'd like to do. Oh no, another transom missing. Man, I hope these are in the attic. This room will be our guest room. Right now, however, it is my construction room where I have to do woodwork. The carpet and the floors will all be redone, so it's cool. One of the problems that I foresee in this room is the condition of the stucco walls. They have been patched so many times and damaged so many times. I'm thinking seriously about putting 1/4-inch sheetrock over what's there and just taping, mudding, and painting. The baseboard is thick enough for me to accomplish that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Okay, don't forget this little bitty wall at this little bitty short hall going into the guest room, because I'm gonna let you know what we're gonna be doing with that little bitty wall at the end of that little bitty hall. Okay, this is our third bedroom, and this room I'm still getting carpet out and everything else, but there's going to be a half bath added to the closet here that will provide a half bath for the entire upstairs. Okay, remember the little bitty wall at the little bitty hall? Well, that's going to end up being a door that will come into this walk-in closet that will be turned into a half bath. It will have a sink, a commode. All the plumbing will be run through the chimney that's left there, down through the chimney, all the way to the basement. It's not going to be an easy task, but it is doable. This is the door to the attic. And let me tell you, you will not believe all the stuff that's up there. You will not believe how big it is up there. But we're going to save that for future videos. So make sure you subscribe, like the channel, and share it with your friends. But it's going to be coming up real soon. This is the red door. What's behind the red door? We found out that it is just a lot of blown-in insulation and 2 rooms, basically, one over the kitchen, one over the bathrooms, probably just for access. A little scary though. This is the back staircase. It is carpeted, which makes it a little easier to go down. However, it is steeper, but because it's out of sight, you can use the walls to hold on to, and it makes it a little bit easier to go up and down. Okay, guys, that's it for the tour. Stay tuned in, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Tomorrow we'll be tackling the faucets on the claw and ball tub. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.